Okay, I'm here with JF from Yamaha. Thank you for spending some time here with Dock Time. We're looking at the 2014 season. What's Yamaha bringing to the table regarding outboard engines?
Okay, here in the outboard booth, we got lots of exciting new product. But first, I'd like to step back a bit in 2013, where we launched our brand new 2.8-liter inline-4 platform. This platform was a success right from the get-go. We got an award from this, like the IBEX New Product Innovation Award. So that's probably the most prestigious award that you can get on a marine product in the industry. So we're really proud of that. And later in the season, off that same platform, we brought in the first 150 horsepower worthy of the name VMAX SHO, which relates to performance of the VF 150. Now, further expanding that platform, we have a brand new F175 over here, which
there it is.
Right over there. So this engine is further expanding, that platform, offering more option to consumer. Yeah. So.
Very nice. And we were talking over here, something else that Yamaha has done, something that's been done now. This is a global launch that Yamaha is now bringing a little less to the market weight-wise.
You bet. Yeah, so the highlight of this year at 2014 Toronto Boat Show is the launch of the global launch, I should say, of our new F-115. So this past Friday we had media, good crowd, and this is the first time for consumer in the world that have the privilege to come here in Toronto and see this new engine. So what's key to this engine? It is a compact engine, obviously, 4-stroke. It is more powerful, and it is the lightest in its class. So you mentioned weight. It is 24 pounds lighter than the previous model, and it is the lightest in its class. So we are very excited about that. But also in terms of characteristic, for getting more power, we have a brand new power head, so it's new from ground up. Yeah, so we're bringing more power, smoother running characteristic, which is key to the Canadian market, because we know that more than 8 out of 10 consumer chooses a 4-stroke when purchasing a new outboard in Canada. So this thing won't disappoint, this new engine. And new key features such as the variable trolling speed, which is a favorite among anglers, which allows them to fine-tune the perfect trolling speed, whether it's to bring it down in freshwater lakes or to fine-tune it in the ocean. So very exciting. More output out of the alternator. We know now, like in today's boat, there's more and more electronics, so we recognize that. And obviously we brought in more power to be matching the demand. And of course, reliability and durability, that's key to Yamaha with everything we make, and this engine is no different. So we've got over 40 years of experience in 4-stroke outboard manufacturing, so we're putting all of what the heritage of all of this technology into that F-115, so something that will play in the value of the product in the long term. So.
Oh, JF, outstanding. Well, to Yamaha, congratulations on bringing a little less in weight-wise to the table.
Thank you.
We've walked across the exhibit here. We've now moved over to the Wave Runners. What are we mentioned a little bit there about weight with the engines. How about with the Wave Runners and weight?
Same thing. Weight is always crucial in marine product, and
yes, it is.
You betcha. So what's exciting for us is we've made quite a few refinements in our lineup this year for 2014, and what's key is that our bestseller, the VX series, the VX Cruiser and VX Sports, is now lost some weight, like significantly, 65 pounds lighter.
Nice.
Yeah, so how did we achieve that? Well, we've adopted the Nano XL into that platform now, which is more rigid, stronger, but a lot lighter, as you can see. But really, the benefit on that, not only does it improve the handling of the watercraft, but by reducing the weight, the craft will come onto plane at a lower RPM. So what it means is that at cruising speed, we have gained a 23% improvement in fuel consumption. So that's remarkable.
Nice. Yeah, that's excellent.
Yeah. So physically, you can't really tell, but there's a lot of changes in the unit.
On the inside.
Yeah, exactly. So we're very excited about that. But definitely the highlight of the show this year is the Super Vortex high output. We have a brand new engines in our FZ series to give it more performance, like if we needed it, right? But we got it. So what we did to this engine is we use our 1.8-liter specific marine engine, and we've put a new supercharger in it, which allows us to increase the air volume intake by 20%. So more performance, but Yamaha is always keen on reliability and durability, so we just didn't increase the boost. We've also made some changes to the engine itself to like forge piston, increase oil capacity, oil cooling capacity, just to make sure we retain that reliability. But on the watercraft, not only the engine horsepower is keen, is the pump also. The jet pump is very important, and the hull design, which we're very famous for. But we've made some changes to the pump. We've increased the diameter by 5 millimeter and an 8-vein impeller. And the result, you want to hear it?
Let's hear it.
0 to 30 feet. And at 1.3 seconds.
Holy, shut the front door. Does that thing come with a seatbelt?
No, but you better hang on, I can tell you that. So this platform, this power platform, the pump and the engine, we've also adopted that into our FX series. So now we've brought 4 more models in our FX lineup, utilizing that SVHO engine. So you can get it either in a cruiser model or the standard sport model. And there's 2 color variations for each model. So very exciting news in our Wave Runner lineup.
Oh, no kidding. Just like you said, well, as super high output wasn't enough, now we go to super vortex high output.
You bet. Yeah, that's incredible. Like, this thing is just glued on rail on the water. You start the curve and it won't get any cavitation, it won't slip. You just got a better hang on. So forget about Canada's Wonderland, just buy a watercraft.
We're just moving over to the Yamaha boats. Definitely one thing within the show this year is the Wave Runners and the high outputs we've covered already, but with the jet powered that's coming in, and a lot of other companies are doing that kind of thing. I just want to definitely touch on Yamaha with the your jet propulsion as well.
Absolutely, thank you. Yeah, well, as you mentioned, other manufacturers have adopted this power solution as a recognized technology for powering sport boat. It brings a lot of great advantages, and it's good to see that there's more manufacturer entering with this, because I think that's good for consumer safety and lots of benefit. But let me tell you a little bit more about Yamaha. We are the pioneer in this business. We've been manufacturing and developing new product for over 18 years now. And what's keen to know is that in a jet power boat is the hull design is quite different than what you would found on an inboard or an outboard power. So where we started with the engine, and we developed a hull for that engine. So it's a combination. So as I mentioned, we're the pioneer on this. We are well, we saw the industry in the last decade, detuning or turning back on development and so forth. Yamaha has been investing in our plan to increase production and supply the demand. So we've perfected our technology, and we certainly plan on retaining the leadership in this segment. We have 23 different models that we are offering, from 19 foot, 21 foot, 24 foot. And something that maybe people don't know is that in the United States, where the registration database is easily available to analyze what's happening in the market, we know that Yamaha in the sport boat fun family market, we are the leader in all of those 3 categories by a long shot. So it is very exciting to know. Yeah. And our philosophy with this product group is we want to bring a total package to consumers. So yes, it is a quality product and a great value to consumers. So when you buy a Yamaha sport boat, it comes with the trailer, it comes with the bikini top, comes with your carpet. So you've got everything. There's no, okay, this is optional, this is optional. All you got to choose is the type of cover you'd like on it, and you're good to go.
And you're good to go.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, and one of the most popular model is what we introduced last year is the 192. So our 19-foot platform with the 1.8 liter marine engine and equipped with a supercharger. I think what you would see if you go through our boat with your camera, you'll find that the benefit of the jet and having designed our layout around the engine is that you'll find that probably a 19-foot feels more like a 21-foot. There's so much space in it. You look at the bow, like in the Yamaha boat, you can comfortably sit an adult in there. There's even an anchor lockage, a starboard storage console on the one side. A lot of different features that you would not normally find in a 19-foot boat. That's what makes this new boat so popular. And not to forget to mention our award-winning platform, swim platform. You look at this on the ground here, it doesn't tell you much, but when you have it on the water, it really comes really close to the water level. So it's easy to come in and out of the boat, you know, no struggling, very spacious. So yeah, we're very excited, and this is really a growing segment in the Yamaha product offering.
Let's talk about a little bit more construction on the Yamaha boats. Let's look at the 212X.
Yes, that's one of my favorite. Actually, I own one of this platform, so personally for my leisure time. Yes, I'd like to talk to you about our structure and how the boat is put together, and it's quite unique in the industry. We have a very evolved plant, using a lot of robotics and so forth to maintain the quality. So each boat is built, you know, to perfection. So there's no lemon, so to speak, right? And but the way we build our boat is in three pieces. First we have a hull, and then we have a liner that we put on top of that. We fill it with foam flotation device, material, sorry, pardon me, and then we put a deck on top of it. So we don't need any wood to have strength for structure for any purpose as such. So it makes it lightweight, but also I refer to this as a monocoque, so it's very strong, and it gives you a solid ride and a quiet ride when you're hitting the waves with it. So that's, bringing also the interior. If you go through the lockers and so forth, you'll see that, let's have a look.
Let's have a look.
Let's have a look.
Nothing better than walk through. Okay, JF, let's go.
Yeah. So, I mean, if you look at the inside, like I mentioned to you, the engine compartment, you can see that all the interior is covered with gel coat, so the fit and finish is perfect.
Yeah.
Sweet power plant, eh?
No kidding.
And then if you look inside also, like the storage compartment, everything is coated with gel coat, so very nice fit and finish. By the way, look at the size of this storage.
I was just about to mention, you could put a big person in there.
I can hide in there. Yeah, I can hide in there. So, and one of the advantages of the Yamaha design is the layout and the spaciousness, and how we make use of every inch is in there. And you got in here in the 212X, it's a J sitting layout, right, which is ideal. This is our water sport version of the 21-foot platform. Lots of storage under the seat. We saw it under the deck here.
Yeah.
Side console, which is one of the most common place to put your things while you're on the way. But one thing that we are innovative about is the design of our bow. It is you can convert it in multiple different configuration. We have filler cushion that comes standard with the boat. You don't need to buy. You could turn this into a swim platform. You could put a cushion here, cushion there, and turn it into a bench if you'd like. And one of the kids' favorite is the front part of it, where you can actually sit, and then the kids can enjoy the action right in front of them.
The absolutely.
Yeah.
It's a very nice looking boat, JF. How about what are we looking at in the console here? Since we're here, let's touch on it.
Yeah, this console was designed 2-3 years ago, and we've put a lot of thought into it to make sure that everything was accessible and really visible when you're sitting on the boat, whether on the bolster seat or normally sitting down on the chair. So it is sort of integrated all together. And note that this is a complete deck, like I mentioned, so not a cap deck. So everything is covered with fiberglass. Even the side console here is made of fiberglass. It's angled, so you can have a good handle on the control. The gauges are easily seen in here. And what's unique about our boat is that having a specific marine engine and the electronics that is in there, we have a throttle that is controlled electronically. So when you're actually opening the throttle in here, all you are activating is a sensor. Everything else is electronic. So that allows us to put in some exclusive features such as no wake mode. So if you're going in a no wake zone and you need to speed it up just a little bit, like 3-5 miles per hour, there's 3 settings. You just hit it, and it will gain a little bit of speed on each 1 or 2 miles per hour each time you hit the switch. So then you don't need to kind of jerk with the throttle, and it's nice and smooth. The other thing that you can do with this, especially with a towboat like this, is once you're on plane and you're towing either a skier or two, and you want to the kid is up and speed or down, you can actually fine-tune 8 setting up, 8 setting down your speed while you're towing, so you don't need again to jerk with and there's no cable, nothing is exposed, so reliability again and durability is key in anything we do. So these are very unique in the industry. We have fuel management in there. You know what your fuel consumption is, so if you want to cruise and get the best out of your tank of gas, you can just fine-tune that and just go along with it. And one other thing about jet power is the performance. This thing is incredible, like especially this one, which is our twin 1.8 liter. That's our fastest boat in our lineup, and before even you're wide open, you have the time to get this wide open, you're on plane and get it going. Like the propulsion is so close to the water level that it's real easy to get on step. And also you don't get the bow rise that you normally get with the heavy stern drive, so people are kind of standing trying to see where they're going. This thing just step right up and no problem, because 2 of these engines is half the weight of a stern drive. This is how like these things are. So the technology in there is very, very advanced.
Well, JF, thank you very much for that inside look for Dock Time from Yamaha.
Thank you. You're welcome.